Trish Bennett comes from a long line of tall tales. She has adopted her father's philosophy of never letting the facts get in the way of a good story. Her family are afraid to open their mouths around her for fear that she'll turn it into something. I think most writers' families are like that. She describes herself as a border bandit from the bogs of Leitrim, with the breeze of Thur, the mountain, not the god, in her blood. She emigrated across the border, laugh ye not, it could be with Brexit. So she emigrated across the border to study over 20 years ago and got cornered by a Belfast biker. They've settled themselves into a loud glade in Armagh. Trish is reading Kilty, Relics.
I'm a bit worried with young boy watching me behind, but this poem I've written a good while ago, and I want to thank the Leitrim Guardian for printing it, allowing it to get out there. But it's dedicated to my dad, and he was the king of telling yarns. So, Kilty, Relics. In the 80s, the far-out relations breezed in our door to trace their roots and ooh and ah our home. 150 years old, a museum. My brother and I on display, 20th century Irish teens. Mam stuffed them with tea, tart and treacle bread. Go on, a little bit more. While Dad dished out hot ones and stories galore. Later, he drove down dung-filled roads, made them stop to let fairies cross. They hopped out with flashes, white, innocent smiles, and pressed roses from hedges in their Ireland guides. In the graveyard by Loch Melvin's shore, Dad had no clue where the ancestors lay. A minor point, they'd come all this way. He showed them a grave by the limestone wall. Question after question came, until they asked, why the unmarked plot? His answer nailed the question shut. When people left long ago, 'twas tradition to send money home for a decent wake and a good headstone. They called to a cottage on the return. A mound of stones in the field beside was all that remained of their ancestors' lives. My father spoke to the man at the door. They've come from the States. We can't disappoint. So the man became a far-out cousin, threw himself into the role. Come into my home. Your great-grandmother's bed's in the lower room, where she knelt every night to say her prayers. She sat here at the hearth. Sit down in her chair. He gave them a piece of the hearthstone, a relic to share. The far-out relations breezed home with tears in their eyes and rose-tinted pages in their Ireland guides.